This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, brought to you via YouTube. And it would be fabulous if you subscribed to our YouTube page, with the promise in the future that at different times we'll have subjects that are only available to those who subscribe. So please, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's easy. Click the subscribe button. And at the same time, click the like button too. The government may well be in for a surprise as they plan to hold public forums with the business world here, giving business people the chance to say what they believe could be done to overcome the current economic problems. Yesterday saw the Prime Minister telling the media that officials from state agencies would collate responses and even perhaps use the responses to create future plans. In the same statement, he enlarged on subsidies for farmers of basic cash crops here, including rubber, and extending to hundreds of billions of baht, but warned that public spending may have to be cut, as it has been in many countries, to assist in recovery. He also hinted at the predicted dropping of the current entry requirements for COVID testing for Thailand at the end of the month, but did not confirm. This as a senior aide to the Prime Minister has resigned following a leak of a recording somebody made of he and another person boasting of funding that he or they had acquired for election promotions from lottery-related companies. He now plans to prove his innocence and states that the recording was doctored prior to being released. Police are said to be investigating the whole episode, which has seen him claim that whilst it's his voice, the two were only joking. And the clip itself, well, it insinuates he took some 15 million baht from another man and didn't know if his unknown benefactor might have been involved in lottery quotas. Smog levels remain putrid in both the capital and Pattaya region this morning, with expectation of figures well over 100 by mid-morning, and the factory region of Prachinburi already hitting the century figure. Either way, for those with breathing issues, it's better to remain indoors. A 30,000 baht reward offered for information leading to the whereabouts of a missing Portuguese man, a long-term tourist here, led to a Bangkokian doing the legwork to find the missing 27-year-old man. The bad news is, though, that he's currently in a mental institution being evaluated. It seems he wandered into a high-end store and helped himself to a pair of sunglasses, with a retail price of 30,000 baht. The staff weren't going to let him escape. Police arrested him and he proceeded to strip himself naked in the police station. They were pretty certain then that the man needed help, and he'll remain in a Bangkok psychiatric unit. And in Rayong, police were called to a home after the current husband of a local woman killed her ex following a dispute. It seemed the ex popped in after having a drink or two, an argument ensued, and the now deceased ex tried to start a fight. The current spouse put him in a headlock, obviously for a little too long as he expired. With him now in police custody, it may well be that the wife ends up with not one but two exes, as he faces significant jail time. Meanwhile at home, and this morning, the province reported 798 new cases of COVID discovered through PCR testing, 136 in Chonburi, 227 in Sriracha, 173 in Banglamung and 40 in Sattahip. During the same period, 5,577 ATK tests were failed at medical institutions. Nationally, the figures in the same 24-hour period report 21,931 new cases and 24,619 people recovered and released from quarantine, but with a further 129 new deaths. Police investigating a number of shots fired at a Harley-Davidson store well after closing time on Tuesday are still seeking out 4 alleged gunmen, as they've now established that the root cause of the shooting, which was at windows not people, was a dispute over a deposit paid by a customer on a bike that failed in his mind to arrive for delivery on time. A store associate says that disgruntled buyers wanted refunds. He'd threatened to go to the police when they became aggressive, and having had shots allegedly fired at his own home, he's convinced that the customers were out for revenge. Timely shipping of goods from overseas has become an issue for numerous retailers here due to COVID and the shortage of containers. And with the Met Office promising highs today of around 32 degrees dropping down to 27, and a continuation of the overcast weather that we've seen all week. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,